Today on Let's Talk Schools, whether you're in the gym, on the field, or cheering for your favorite high school team, we'll give you the lowdown on everything you need to know about sports at Fulton County Schools. Hello, welcome to the first edition of Let's Talk Schools for the 2023-24 school year. I'm Mike Looney, the superintendent of schools and the host of your show. I'm so excited that the school year is beginning, and today we're going to kick off the show with talking about athletics. And I have the good fortune of having the district's athletic director, Lamar Glenn, visiting with us today. Lamar, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So glad to have you. Now, you're relatively new to this position. We recruited you and you came. Tell us about your background.
Yes, actually entering year 21 in education. Been an athletic director now for 18 years in 2 different states. Started my AD career in the state of Florida. Decided to move to Georgia 9 years ago. Was originally a Fulton County employee. Served as an AD at Banneker, served as an AD at North Springs High School. Took a little hiatus and went out to Paulding County, and where I served as AD and assistant principal at South Paulding High School. And then now I'm back.
Well, welcome home.
Yes,
glad to have you.
yes.
And glad you escaped Florida and came back to Georgia.
Right.
There are so many exciting things happening in athletics. And you know, athletics and the arts are one of those, they're the things that bind us together, bind communities together, make students feel engaged and excited. Talk to us about some of the new developments in athletics for the 23-24 school year.
Well, there's a lot of exciting things going on, and Dr. Looney, as always, my old saying is athletics is the front porch to your school, athletics and the arts, because a lot of people ask in the community about it. But some of the new trends that we're moving towards and I think some will be happy to hear, we're moving away from our Dragonfly athletic management system, and we are going to a athletic management system called Rank 1. This is a system that will allow our coaches and ADs and athletic trainers to manage our kids' physicals, schedules, rosters, etc. So we're very excited about that.
So using technology to make us even more effective and efficient.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Technology is becoming more and more prevalent in athletics, as you know. We right now, coaches are using monitors on kids for heart rates, for how many reps, how many different things they can, different reps and how long they should play in a game, to film, to huddle sideline, which allows them to do instant replay just like the NFL.
That is absolutely incredible. Speaking of technology, I know that esports now is a SSAA supported sport, sanctioned sport, and we have a lot of students that are interested and engaged in esports.
Yes, esports has really taken off here in the state of Georgia and here in Fulton County. We actually had Northview High School was in the state championships. They are definitely awesome. We've had a student at Westlake win a state championship. It is one of those things that I saw come along about 5-6 years ago, and I didn't know how it would catch fire. But gaming is like, it is on fire worldwide, and these students are good at what they do, and it takes it's just as much teamwork in esports as there is on the basketball court.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so one other thing that I've heard you talking about, and that is flag football. Talk to us about the development of flag football and how that's going here in Fulton.
Well, actually, it has caught on like wildfire as well. Our girls are very excited about it. When it came on the scene a few years ago, they really embraced it. The Falcons organization has put a lot into flag football around the state, and it's something that we're very excited about. I think that we'll have some great teams, and as we do now, but I think before long we're going to have some dynasties in flag football.
Oh, wow. He's predicting it, dynasties in flag football. That's awesome. Yeah. So I know that our parents and our students go to Friday football games or basketball games, softball games, soccer, you name it. We always have great fans in Fulton County schools, how do they get tickets? What's that process? Do they bring cash? If I'm interested in going to a game, how do I find out about the game, and how do I get into the game?
So Fulton County is completely cashless. We use GoFan. GoFan.co is the website. You can go on, put your actual school in, or the school that your favorite school is playing at. You can actually save it as your favorites. Well, you'll see event tickets for your school that you support for the entire school year. And you can go on there, purchase with a credit card through your GoFan account, and you'll get your electric ticket right there on your phone. When you walk up to the gate, they'll scan you in and validate your ticket.
So your phone is your ticket?
Your phone is your ticket.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I guess prices, are they the same this year as they were last year?
Yes, sir. Ticket prices we're going to remain the same. Definitely Friday night football $8, basketball $6. All sub varsity will be $5, but we will remain the same.
So 10, 8, or 5?
8, 6, and 5.
8, 6, and 5.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, that's a great way to spend an evening with watching some of our most talented youth. A couple hours in nighttime to get there and maybe buy a hot dog in the concession stand or something.
Yes, always an exciting time, and we just welcome the community out. I think already Fulton County and our schools, we have great community support at our events, but I just welcoming them out and just making it a fun event. I mean, almost like a festival.
Right. So I know that in all sports, you see it on TV and certainly see it on Saturdays in youth sports. Sometimes our fans get a little carried away. Yes. Most of them are awesome, but every once in a while we'll have somebody that gets very impassioned. Talk to us a little bit about the standards of conduct that we expect from our fans.
Well, at each event, we require our announcers to read the GHSA sportsmanship pledge, and we repeat that a couple of times throughout the game, just as a reminder to our fans. But the thing that I would like to say to our fans is we're gonna cheer for our kids, and I think if we continue to cheer for our team and support our team, we stop all of the confrontations, so to speak. But I am all for student sections. I am all for our kids having fun, and because they build the camaraderie and the passion, and they bring about the atmosphere that our athletes look forward to. But as far as parents and students, we just ask that you show good sportsmanship when you have visitors.
So you're rooting for your home team. You're cheering on the team. That doesn't mean you have to belittle or berate or heckle the opposing team necessarily.
That's exactly right. We that's something that we don't want. We don't want to show up anybody or to belittle any of our visitors, because rest assured we have to go to them as well.
Yeah, we go to them, and we want our children, our students, our athletes to be treated well there.
There you go.
So
and we want
they're guests in our house, and
yes,
so
sir.
Treat them with respect. Win, but treat them with respect.
Yes, sir.
Treat them with respect and dignity. And sometimes, unfortunately, I've been known to disagree with the referee here and there, and so sometimes we're not sure that the referee saw it right, or maybe needed some glasses or whatever it might be, but the call in my mind or in the fans' mind might be wrong. What about addressing the refs during the game?
Yes, sir, and I would just say our referees, our state does such a great job to recruit and retain officials. And around the country, it's been a growing trend where there's been a fall off in officiating. And so it's been a nationwide push to recruit officials. And so I would say to those, give these guys a break sometimes. Give them a break. They're dads. They're uncles, they're brothers, okay, they're somebody's son as well or daughter. And so I would say, let's not belittle them either. These folks work full-time jobs, and then after their full-time job, they're at 5 o'clock till 11 p.m., they're officiating a game. So I would just say we want to treat them with the same respect that you would want.
Yeah, nothing wrong with saying bad call, but name calling and being belligerent is probably not the best way to represent Fulton County Schools as a fan, for sure. Certainly not as a student or as a faculty member. Yeah. Awesome. There's so many exciting things. I want to just just for a second, we just recently had a very special moment in Fulton County Schools, and that is we had a former athlete at Westlake High School make it to the quarterfinals in the Wimbledon.
Yes.
That is an absolutely historic moment in time. It's a source of pride for Fulton County Schools. But the truth is, he is one of many athletes that have really taken it to the next level. Whether it's football, lacrosse, soccer, you name it, we produce some of the world's greatest athletes here in Fulton County Schools. Why do you think that is?
Well, Dr. Looney, I believe that, I certainly believe the competition level here in Fulton County is so great. I mean, from north to south. I mean, in a wide array of sports. And that young man was such an inspiration to just watch him compete. And just a few months ago, no one knew who Chris
Right.
Eubanks was.
Right.
Wasn't ranked. And then, that perseverance that, he caught on at the right time and he rode the wave. And I think his story is such an inspiration to our athletes that competitive drive means something. And that as long as you compete, you will succeed. And I think he is such an inspiration to our Fulton County students.
Very proud of him, proud of the coaches that work with him, and the administrators that work with him. We have, I think, is there some sport that we don't offer?
Wow.
I think we offer just about everything.
We offer just about everything. And girls wrestling is actually becoming more popular around the state, and we have some schools that are fielding full girls wrestling teams this upcoming school year.
Good deal. So let's talk about athlete expectations for a moment.
Okay.
There are districts across the country that you have to maintain an A average or a B average. Do we have an academic standard or expectation for our athletes? Do they have to meet a GPA requirement?
Yes, sir. So the Georgia High School Association has an eligibility requirement. You must pass two and a half credits each semester. Ninth graders will come in. They are basically what I call, they get a free semester. They're automatically eligible when they sit in the seat as a ninth grader. But second semester on, they must pass 2.5 credits to be eligible each school year.
Each
semester.
Each semester.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And what about conduct expectations? Do our athletes, are they held to a standard as it relates to their conduct in school, off the field?
Yes, sir. We do have a code of conduct, an athletic code of conduct that they must follow. That is in our athletic handbook, which is on our FCS website. But there it outlines the consequences for the different offenses, whether it be alcohol or tobacco, so on and so forth. But yes, we do have an athletic code of conduct that we do require our athletes to follow 365, 24 hours a day, 365.
Right. And that's because they represent the school in a broader way, right? Because
Yes,
they're seen as leaders in our schools. They're role models for other students, younger students, and so that comes with some responsibility. They have to step up, and whether you're a male athlete, a female athlete, no matter what sport you're playing, you're seen as a leader, and people are watching how you conduct yourself, how you do academically. To be on the field or to be on the court, you need to behave in accordance with our standards, and you need to do well academically. That makes sense. So in order to play a sport in Fulton County Schools, you have to pass a physical.
Yes, sir.
So talk to us a little bit about that process.
Okay.
If I'm interested in playing a sport, what's step 1, 2, 3?
Okay, step one is showing interest in that. You would more than likely, you could visit your school's local website, or you can stop by the athletic director's office. They will more than likely point you to or give you the actual physical packet, in which you would then take to your physician, your pediatrician, to get checked out physically. And once that physical gets back, parents, you will upload your physicals to Rank 1. You will fill out all of our consent documents in Rank 1. Once you fill out all those, the AD at that local school will approve that your student is good to go. The coach will then issue whatever equipment, whether it's football, they'll then get their helmet, shoulder pads, and get to work from that point. But there are eligibility requirements as far as physicals are concerned. You must have a physical before you can participate.
Well, that makes sense, right? You don't want somebody that has some sort of underlying condition to become ill on a field or on a court and a tragedy happen. We see those things happen all across the country from time to time, and so the physical is some way of safeguarding for the students and their families that you're physically fit and are able to condition in sometimes pretty intense environments, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good
Definitely.
deal. Good deal. Well, thank you so much, Lamar, for joining today, and thank you for sharing some things about our athletic program. I am proud to be the superintendent of Fulton County Schools. Our school board has invested in athletics. I know this current SPLOST, we're adding artificial turfs to our practice fields at the high schools so that our students have more time, more surface to play on, and to avoid weather shutting down some practice opportunities and that sort of thing. And so we're glad that you joined the team. We look forward to great things coming out of our athletics department. I'm Mike Looney. Thank you so much for joining Let's Talk Schools, and we'll see you at a game. And now, let's go around the district in 90 seconds. That's it for our show this week. Let's keep the conversation going. We'd love to hear from you on our social media platforms. Join us next time on Let's Talk Schools, and as always, thank you for watching.